everybody. We welcome you this evening to the 28th Annual Sports Hall of Fame in the Michael Smith Gymnasium in Watterson Court at Centralia College. And our competition this evening will be the Lady Penguins from Clark College. Before we get into our introductions, we'd like to recognize the young ladies that have spent a couple of years here at Centralia College representing our sports program as well as our community, and what a wonderful job they have done, and we appreciate their efforts. Thanks for your time. Thanks to your families for loaning these young ladies to us for the past 2 or 3 years and allowing us to get to know them and their contribution here to the program and again into our community. We appreciate it so much. And ladies, thank you for the hard work, the effort you have put in, and we'll always treasure and remember it. First, we'd like to recognize Lauren Fisher, Tom and Jennifer Fisher, and Mr. Garth will be taking pictures of you, so he's good at giving directions out there, so just follow him. Next, Courtney Keupu, and Jamaica Parker, and Jennifer, if you would like to stay out there as well, and we'll get to pose with her as her family is not able to be with us this evening. They're a long ways off, but we thank them again for the opportunity to have had Courtney with us and the great job that she has done here at Centralia College. Next, Molly McIntyre. Her family is Gail, Kevin, and Megan. And they have made the trek over from the Spokane area to be with us this evening, and we appreciate again their efforts and the contribution that Molly has made here to the program as well. And KK Adams, Kira, and Sally, and the little one, and Steve. Miranda McDonald. A great contribution she has been, Diane and John McDonald. Thank you for being with us this evening, and again for the great job that she has done, and for these sophomores and the many hours that they have put in practice, and again how they have represented our college and our community as well. We are fortunate at the community college level that we get to know our players like this. I know Clark College recognizes this as well and appreciates the efforts that the families put forth to make this possible for our small colleges to be successful. And again, at halftime, we will be inducting 3 individuals into the Sports Hall of Fame, so be sure and be here for that. Once again, a big hand for our lady sophomores. Thank you, ladies, parents, families, for the great contribution that you have made. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into our game and make our introductions, if everybody would please stand and join for our Pledge of Allegiance. Thanks, gentlemen, again, as we remove our hats. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And again, we welcome Clark College Lady Penguins and our host Lady Blazers, introducing the starting lineup for the Penguins. A 5'7" guard, number 10, Kaylee Newsom. At guard forward at 5'11", number 11, Michaela Batanga. Point guard, a 5'8", number 14, Taylor Howlett. And at 5'8", number 21, Bryn Tennyson. And at center, 6-foot freshman, 34, Alexa Orcutt. And the rest of the Penguins, Coach Mr. Al Aldridge. And thanks for making the trip up. And our sophomores will be starting for the Blazers. Let's have a nice hand for Lauren Fisher, number 4. Molly McIntyre, number 20. Miranda McDonald, 21. KK Adams, number 25, Kira. And Courtney Keupu, number 33. And the rest of the Blazers, head coach Mr. Shane Schutz, Caleb Sales, and Joe Milton. And also, we'd like for you to give a big round of applause to our coaches this year and for the great job they have done. Let's give them a big hand. Shane, Caleb, and Joe, thank you. We appreciate all the hard work that you have done as well.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations to the sophomores this year, as well as Shane Schutz and the coaching staff. They've done a great job with this team, and they're very tight-knit, I think is what you'll find. And they're all interlocking pieces. As we get the jump ball going, it goes to the Clark Lady Penguins. I am Luke Kilgore alongside colleague Cameron Johnson. High post, that is Alexa Orcutt, 6-foot center from Ellensburg. Three-point attempt from number 14, that is no good. Taylor Howlett from Spokane. Going the other way, there's Molly McIntyre running the break. Miranda McDonald bobbles, gives it to the right wing. Left wing, there is Adams. A little bit too high of a pass, and that's going to be a turnover. A little bit of a miscommunication there by the Lady Blazers as they get set up in their full court trap. Or perhaps it'll just be a full court man press. Taylor Howlett, go ahead, Cameron.
Yeah, the Lady Blazers are really just known for pressing a lot during a lot of their games that we've seen so far.
Their defensive pressure has been a force to be reckoned with, and it's, I mean, with an 11-2 record in the Western region, it has been very effective. Right wing, there's Howlett trying to feed in the high post. It is knocked away by Kaupu, and Fisher ends up with it, going the other way. Adams dribbles it to the right wing, high post, there's Fisher for the jumper. It is good. So Lauren Fisher starts it off for the Lady Blazers.
Great move by her, just keeping her composure in there. Just easy turn move and easy jump pass for there.
From the right corner, that is Bryn Tennyson. Newsom, left wing, nowhere to go. There's Tennyson. Driving in is Howlett. Her layup attempt is up and in. Nice fierce drive there by Howlett.
Really good way of just seeing the lane just being wide open for her just to go in for the easy layup right there.
Driving in aggressively and scoring. There's Adams at the right wing. Fisher finds Kaupu in the post. She goes up and her layup is up, in and out. Passes out to Fisher, top of the key. Adams. Right corner, there is Miranda McDonald. Her three-point attempt is good. So a 5-2 lead for the Lady Blazers just 2 minutes into this ball game.
Doesn't look like Clark is giving a lot of pressure on just keeping the three-pointers out and set.
The Blazers will certainly take any open shot they can get. There's Howlett slowing up the offense. Hands it off to Batanga. She drives in, and she is hedged. They're going to call a foul there. It's going to be on Miranda McDonald. That's her first. So we're going to keep it here.
Looks like, yeah, she just put her hand in there just a little bit too much for the ref to call foul on her.
Kicked into Alexa Orcutt. And there is Batanga to Howlett. Batanga, top of the key, driving in. She goes up, fades away with a hook, and it is good.
Great defense post up by her, just looking and faking over Kaupu's head. Great hook shot, too.
Miranda McDonald to the left wing. Right wing. That's Kiari Adams. Right corner, McDonald. Adams gets it knocked away, but McIntyre is able to recover. Adams, right wing, driving in. All nothing but black jerseys there, and it gets knocked away. It's stolen by Bryn Tennyson. She drives up and tries to draw the contact. They will call it. No chance on the shot, but she got what she was looking for, and that was the contact and the 2 shots at the charity stripe.
It looks like Bryn Tennyson, it looks like she forced that a little bit going in for that layup, but I guess it paid off when you get a foul, you know, Luke.
First free throw attempt is off. 5-4 Lady Trailblazers lead, 16:55 remaining in the first half, and plenty on the docket tonight as we have sophomore night for both the men and women as well. It's Hall of Fame. We have 3 Hall of Fame inductees that we will let Jerry Owens get to at halftime. Therefore, we will begin in the halftime stats. There's a backdoor pass to McDonald. That is blocked by Bryn Tennyson. And we will get to the halftime stats after the Hall of Fame ceremonies are over. That shot, that jumper is no good by Taylor Howlett from the right elbow. Able to recover are the Clark Lady Penguins. Top of the key is Howlett. Left wing is Newsom. Into the post. Knocked away by Fisher. And nice awareness by Alexa Orcutt to let the ball go out of bounds, and they'll retain possession. 15 seconds on the shot clock. It is out to Orcutt. There's Batanga. Howlett for 3, and that is good. So they take the lead to the Lady Penguins, 7-5 with 16 minutes remaining in this first half. Right wing, top of the key, there's Courtney Kaupu. For 3, that's McIntyre, no good off the front of the rim. Rebound by Kaylee Newsom. Howlett, top of the key. Screen, going nowhere. She picked up her dribble, passes it off to Newsom. Gets a quick pass back with 7 seconds on the shot clock. They got to push it. Great knock away there by Lauren Fisher, able to get the steal. Kaupu comes up with it, passes it to Lauren Fisher, a little bit too strong. Fisher wasn't ready. So we're going to have a turnover, but great defensive work there by Lauren Fisher to have her hands at the ready.
And we got Clark Ball coming in.
Batanga to Howlett. To Batanga. Got across the timeline, and Howlett does. Backdoor cut, but great defensive work and just thrown away there by Bryn Tennyson. Great job by McIntyre to get there and stop the easy layup. Gonna have a foul called on Kaylee Newsom. Gonna keep it right here as Susan Kenny checks in for Miranda McDonald. Adams passes it out to Kenny. She skies for the catch. Left wing, there's McIntyre for 3 from the left corner. That's Adams, and it is good. So Adams finds the stroke from the left corner.
Looks like she was just kept wide open. Defense was just slacking back.
They gave her a great look at it, and she fires away and hits. So the Blazers regain the lead, 8-7. Not able to capitalize, and there is an easy bucket from Alexa Orcutt. And just as quickly as they regain the lead, they have it taken away. So far, lots of lead changes, and pretty competitive thus far in this ball game. Nice seal by Lauren Fisher. She goes in and is blocked by Michaela Batanga. Great defensive work there. Taylor Howlett, top of the key. drives in, scoops it, three-point attempt. That is off the back iron from Kaylee Newsom. She was wide open, just couldn't get it to go. Top of the key is Howlett, trying to run the offense. Knocked away by Kaupu. Great awareness there. The pass is knocked away, but Adams retains it, throws it away into the hands of Michaela Batanga. She has been everywhere on the defensive end. There's Newsom from the right wing. There's a bounce pass into the post. Kicked out. Looks like they're running a 4-low option here. And there's an easy bucket for Alexa Orcutt. She's able to run off her man and create space right underneath the basket.
Looks like Lauren Fisher was just slacking back just a little bit too much, and she got the easy layup.
Lady Penguins have the three-point lead, but there's a foul call. That's going to be called on Michaela Batanga. That is her first and the second team foul for the Lady Penguins. The Blazers have 2 as well. So thus far, really aggressive right off the bat for both teams, Cameron.
Very. I've seen both teams just throw the ball away multiple times, but also at the same time, I've just seen, I guess I should say, just a lot of aggressiveness going out for the ball and just like knowing where the ball is going to go.
The full court pressure, which usually has a lot of effect and intimidates teams right out of the gate, seems like isn't phasing the Lady Penguins thus far. And this is the second time that the Lady Blazers and the Lady Penguins have met. So they checked the scouting report this time, and looks like they've came somewhat prepared. It is inbounded. There's McIntyre at the left corner. She drives in, kicks it to Kenny, top of the key. McIntyre. High post, there's Fisher. Finds Kaupu. It's a little bit short, but Kaupu's going to tip it out of bounds, and we're going the other way.
Still full four-court press we have here, Luke, with Lady Trailblazers going against the Penguins here.
Lauren Fisher, her pass was a little bit too strong. Gets over the timeline. Another backdoor basket, but Susan Kenny's able to break it up. Nice hands and way to be there for Susan Kenny. She prevents the easy deuce from Alexa Orcutt, who's already had 2 of those easy backdoor buckets. So the press break has been prepared by the Lady Penguins. There's a drive and is off the backboard and no good by Michaela Batanga. Once again, trying to draw that contact. No contact that time. Three-point attempt from Susan Kenny is good. So the Blazers able to find their three-point stroke here early. All tied up 11-11. There's Batanga. Kicks it to Bryn Tennyson. Taylor Howlett, top of the key. Selena Taylor and Tori Weeks set to check in for the Lady Blazers. Top of the key is Batanga. Right wing, Tennyson. Looks like they're just swinging it around until they can fight it into Alexa Orcutt. They're going to call a foul there. A little bit bobbled. That one's going on McIntyre. They're going to call a foul on the shot that time. And that is going to be Molly McIntyre's second foul.
Savannah Wells also in for checking in.
And I guess not so much. Maybe a little bit of confusion there by Orcutt. And it was on the ground. We're staying here. Left wing. There's Batanga. Kicked into Orcutt once again. She is able to find the seal. Maybe a block there by Selena Taylor. She gets the rebound off the block, and we're off and running. High post, Kaupu trying to find Selena Taylor. A little bit too much mustard on those passes into the post we've seen. Kaupu from the left elbow. Her jumper is good. So Courtney Kaupu able to find the stroke from the left elbow.
Great space between all of the Trailblazers going on for that easy shot.
Newsom to the short corner extended. That's Bryn Tennyson. Susan Kenny pulls up. Her jumper is off the mark, just a little bit short off the front iron. Set to check in, Amber Hilvers. She's a 6'1" center out of Modesto, California. As Taylor Howlett dribbles to the left wing. Right corner, Tennyson Trying to kick it into Orcutt again. It is knocked away and stolen. Kenny comes up with it, and she's speedy, especially in transition. Finds Tori Weeks near the short corner. And it gets stolen away. An easy layup for Kaylee Newsom. A little bit of confusion there. Susan Kenny thought she was fouled. So it is all knotted up, 13-13. 10:30 remaining in this first half. Tori Weeks left wing. Selena Taylor running into the brick wall of Alexa Orcutt. A little bit too aggressive on the defensive end for the Lady Penguins, and they couldn't get away with that there. That foul's going on Taylor Howlett. That is her first. As Amber Hilvers checks in, and Bryn Tennyson is going to take a seat. So they've got a 6-foot center in Alexa Orcutt and then 6'1" post in Amber Hilvers. So they've got size right now. Wells from the left corner. Too much mustard on that one. No good. There's Newsom driving in. Her layup attempt and one. She gets the foul and the shot to go. Kaylee Newsom, 5'7", freshman from Portland, Oregon. She's at the line for the three-point play. So the Lady Penguins leading by 2, 15-13 with a little over 10 minutes remaining in this first half. That free throw is off the mark, but it is rebounded. We're going to have a jump ball. Kaupu and Selena Taylor are able to wrap it up from Hilvers. Due to the possession arrow, we are going the other way. Trailblazer possession. Susan Kenny crosses the half-court line. Right wing as Wells. Kenny almost has it broken up. Great deny defense there by the Lady Clark Penguins. It is blocked Savannah Wells' shot, and we're going the other way. So tight pressure in the half-court defense by the Clark Lady Penguins. Driving in off the screen, nowhere to go. There's Orcutt. Newsom tries to feed it into the post. Going off of Orcutt's fingers, and we're going the other way. So really relying on Orcutt in the post there and her size and presence in the paint. Susan Kenny. Tori Weeks left corner. She feeds it in Selena Taylor in the post. She goes up and she is clobbered. She'll be going for 2 shots at the free throw line. Alexa Orcutt letting nothing get past her.
Looks like a little bit too much mustard on that foul, I guess, as you would say, Luke.
Alexa Orcutt certainly not being lenient whatsoever, standing straight up and really absorbing all the contact. The first free throw is good from Selena Taylor. Courtney Kaupu is going to take a seat. Lauren Fisher checks in. So the Lady Penguins lead 15-14. Here's a chance to tie it up. Selena Taylor converts the second free throw. We're all knotted up at 15 with 9:10 remaining in this first half. Kaylee Newsom. Centralia coaching staff. Is it a charge call from Tori Weeks? It is an offensive foul. They're going to call that on Kaylee Newsom. Driving in with reckless abandon, and Tori Weeks was there, set, and ready. Susan Kenny across half court. It's Tori Weeks. Fisher. Weeks, as Bryn Tennyson is set to check in again. We've got another foul on defensive end. That is going to be on Amber Hilvers. That is her first, and already 16 fouls for the Clark Lady Penguins. Tennyson is back in the game for Kaylee Newsom. So let's see if those fouls end up coming in handy for the Lady Trailblazers. 3-point attempt from Susan Kenny off the right iron. Able to get the offensive rebound is Lauren Fisher. Kenny to Weeks. There's the trap. Weeks passes out of it. In the post is Lauren Fisher. She kicks to Savannah Wells. Her 3-point attempt is too strong and doesn't even draw rim here. As Tori Weeks And Taylor Howlett hit the deck. They're going to call an offensive foul. Taylor Howlett getting a little bit too aggressive, and we're going the other way.
Looks like just both of them had a little bit of a kind of mishap. Looks like they're both going for the rebound and just got tangled up a little bit.
Got tied up, and they're going to call Taylor Howlett the aggressor on that one. Tori Weeks, great composure. And now, since we've had this foul, we're in the bonus already. 1-1 for Tori Weeks. She has a chance to regain the lead for the Blazers. That is good. First free throw. So now the Lady Blazers lead 16-15 with 8:24 remaining in the first half. Let's see if Tori Weeks can convert the second. That is good as well for Weeks.
Looks like just butter coming off of her fingers for those easy 2 points.
There is Bryn Tennyson. She kicks it to Batanga. She drives in, tries to absorb contact once more, and her shot is no good. Lauren Fisher on the break. Tries to give it to Wells. Not able to corral it, but she ends up with it. Tori Weeks for three. That is good from the right corner.
What a shot by her, just keeping herself open in that option. What a shot.
Lady Blazers are reaping the benefits from both corners from the perimeter. Taylor Howlett, as it is starting to get loud here in Michael Smith Gymnasium.
Almost can't hear you over the microphone, Luke. Oh my goodness.
From three, that is an answer from Michaela Batanga at the left corner, so almost echoing Tori Weeks' shot. Savannah Wells, there's Susan Kenny. She drives in, tries to kick it to Selena Taylor in the post. She goes up with contact. That is blocked by Amber Hilvers. So plenty of aggression here on the defensive end for the Lady Penguins. They are not afraid to get down and dirty. Alexa Orcutt, her shot is no good in the post. Way to alter the shot by Savannah Wells. Taylor Howlett drives past the screen. Batanga. There's Howlett.
15 seconds on the shot clock.
She drives in. Her layup attempt is no good. Going the other way, so a little bit out of control and unbalanced are the Lady Penguins. See if the Lady Trailblazers can take advantage. Jumper from Selena Taylor, short corner is no good. Bryn Tennyson tries to drive in for the contact, and she draws it. She'll be shooting two with a chance to tie it up. So lots of competition and transition buckets both ways, but they're really not letting them get anything easy on either end.
It does not look like that, Luke. A lot of really easy placement and also just fast breaks that are happening throughout this whole game.
Kaylee Newsom is in for Alexa Orcutt. So one of the big girls for the Lady Penguins. Let's see how they adapt to the small ball. Second free throw is good, so it is all tied up at 20 with 6:25 remaining in this first half. Susan Kenny. There's Savannah Wells. Lauren Fisher feeds it to Selena Taylor in the post. She goes up, and her shot is way off, trying to draw the contact there. Kiari Adams sets the check in for the Lady Blazers. Three-point attempt. That almost rattles in, but it is off by Kaylee Newsom. Selena Taylor. A post running the break right now. Trying to kick it to Tori Weeks. Tori Weeks drives in. Her layup is just barely off the mark, a little bit too short. Kaylee Newsom drives back out. Kicks it to Taylor Howlett. Howlett with a crossover. Another one and another one. Splits the D, but she is met by Selena Taylor. Great move there by Taylor Howlett, but greater defense by Selena Taylor. That's a travel by Tori Weeks. Moved her pivot foot as KK Adams and Courtney Kaupu come in, as well as Miranda McDonald for the Lady Trailblazers. We are all tied up with 5:26 remaining in this first half. The score is 20-20. Taylor Howlett driving in. Susan Kenny making sure to stay in front, moving her feet. Batanga. Howlett, crossover, kicks it out. There's Newsom. Batanga kicking it in to the post. And it's going to be off White, so it's going to stay right here. Amber Hilvers was wide open, but able to break up the play with the Lady Trailblazers. Kicked into Batanga at the right wing. Batanga gets it knocked away. And they're going to call a foul on Lauren Fisher. A little bit contact from all sides there, but Lauren Fisher is going to be the one that ends up getting tagged with her second personal foul. 6-team foul as she gets a high five from Coach Shane Schutz. So plenty of fouls here for both sides. That's a 5-second call, not able to get it out in time. Great defense there by the Lady Blazers.
Going into the Centralia College fans over there. Big pass by a Penguin.
Courtney Kaupu to inbound to Kenny. And there is quite a little bit of a crowd here tonight, Cameron, as we do have Hall of Fame night, 3 inductees, as well as sophomore night. Selena Taylor is able to rip it away. Miranda McDonald drives in, tries to kick it, but it will be knocked away by Taylor Howlett. Trying to skip it cross court to KK Adams. Susan Kenny inbounds it to Kaupu, top of the key. Kenny right wing. Left corner, there's Adams for 3. Yes! Adams regains the lead for the Lady Trailblazers, 23-20 with 4:30 remaining in this first half. Those wide open corner threes have been deadly for the Lady Trailblazers. Almost able to beat it. There's Alexa Orcutt. She is checked back in for the Penguins, and she gets her first bucket since returning to the ball game. Susan Kenny. There's Adams. Kaupu tries to kick it in. It is knocked away by Batanga. It's going to stay right here. As Coach Schutz calls out the offensive set. Looks like a box play for the Lady Trailblazers. Kaupu to Adams. Top of the key, Adams for 3. That is good. So Adams is finding her three-point stroke. That is her third 3 of the night.
Getting a little bit on fire for Adams.
There's Newsom driving in. Gets it to Orcutt. The foul is called, but the shot is no good. So Orcutt is going back to the free throw line. Great foul there by the Blazers. No easy layups for the Clark Lady Penguins. Unfortunately, the Blazers are now in the bonus with 3:39 remaining in this first half. They do have the 4-point lead, however. They lead 26-22. Orcutt, nothing but net on the first free throw. She trims the lead down to 3. Orcutt, her second attempt, is off the back rim. Bobbled around, but Miranda McDonald ends up with it. Adams to Kenny. There's Miranda McDonald, left corner. Kicking it to Selena Taylor. McDonald. Spacing, there's Adams. Opts not to take it with 3 seconds remaining on the shot clock. They got to throw something up, and that is almost in by Selena Taylor, but she's able to get the offensive rebound. There's a 3-point attempt. It is blocked, but Selena Taylor once again ends up with the rebound. Miranda McDonald kicks it to Susan Kenny. Kiari Adams, her 3-point attempt. That is good by Kiari Adams. She is on fire right now.
3 for 3 in her last 3 possessions of that. And we have a timeout from the Penguins. Oh my goodness, Lou. Can you just tell me what is going on in this game?
Coach Al Aldridge calls a timeout. 4 for 4 For Kiari Adams, she has found her stroke, especially from the corners. Absolutely deadly, being left wide open, and she knows that's her spot, and she's hitting it well.
She's hitting it very well, Luke. I could just see a lot of the defense working. In that last possession, they could have had 3 turnovers in that last possession they just had, but they just kept staying with it and passing it back around and just waited for Kiari Adams to get in that open just corner pocket, and boom, she just hits it every single time.
And how about the offensive rebound work by Selena Taylor, able to keep the play alive twice, and then the rest of the Blazers able to keep their composure despite the controlled chaos going on, and able to find Adams for another corner 3. Now, Cameron, what do you think Coach Shane Schutz is telling his players in the huddle right now?
I think he's telling them, hey, we got to keep hustling. Kiari Adams is doing all the work just in those 3 possessions, just making points for us. You got to get into the zone. You got to make sure you're making your passes straight, because the Penguins, they're a scrappy team. If you give them the advantage, they'll take the ball anytime you give it to them. And that's what they just got to focus on right now.
Not able to find too much inside are the Lady Blazers, but I tell you what, it's a good thing they are hitting from beyond the arc, because they have the 6-point lead. They lead 29-23 with 2:43 remaining in this first half. What a great ball game thus far. So, Lady Penguins ball. Newsome whips it around, but I think it was off of Kenny's finger there. So Batanga to inbound. There's Newsome. Howlett driving in. Kicks it to short corner. Driving in. Her layup attempt is no good. That was Amber Hilvers. Excuse me, that was Bryn Tennyson with the layup attempt. Newsome driving in. Kicks it out to Batanga with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Orcutt going for the block, but Selena Taylor puts her arm across, and they're going to call that foul every time. Got to keep your hands up. Goes straight up, and they will not call that foul, but Selena Taylor is caught at an angle. So Orcutt once again at the line shooting free throws, trying to trim this deficit. That is up and in for Alexa Orcutt. Orcutt is making her free throw attempts count tonight. Second is up and off. Right iron. Rebounded by Selena Taylor. Susan Kenny driving in. Kicking it to Kaupu. Nice pass by Susan Kenny. Easy finish for Courtney Kaupu.
Great placement on that shot and great footing all around.
Alexa Orcutt throws it out of bounds. Newsome not able to get to it. Getting a little flustered here are the Clark Lady Penguins as the Lady Trailblazers start to seize control of this ball game. Susan Kenny kicks it to McDonald. There's Adams, right corner. Drives in, kicks it out to Kenny. Not able to corral it. A little bit too much mustard on the pass by Adams. Adams just doesn't know her own strength tonight, but she does know how to hit that corner 3. Batanga to Newsome. There's Howlett driving in. No good from Bryn Tennyson. Kind of got intimidated there thinking someone was going for the block and gets stuffed by the rim. Courtney Kaupu. A little bit too hard on the pass, and she throws it away. Bryn Tennyson. There's Newsome. Howlett. Batanga, top of the key. Driving in, kicks it to Newsome. She is quick, but it is stolen away by Courtney Kaupu. Great hands there. Selena Taylor driving in, trying to draw contact, but her shot attempt is no good. Kaupu ends up with a steal and the bucket.
Great cleanup by Kaupu on that play. Wow.
So with a chance on the next offensive possession to make the lead double digits with 35 seconds remaining in this ball game. 33-24, Lady Trailblazers lead. Top of the key, there's Batanga. Newsome. There's Orcutt inside. She gets it knocked away by Adams. Susan Kenny. There's a shooter. Three-point attempt, no good from Bryn Tennyson from the right corner. Rebounded by Selena Taylor with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. There's a jumper from Courtney Kaupu, no good. Tapped away by Miranda McDonald, ends up in the hands of Tennyson. Howlett in transition. They're going to call a foul at the buzzer. And so with the first half over, we're going to have some free throws. So how fitting that this scrappy, aggressive game, this first half ends with a foul on the transition layup attempt. That foul is going to go on Susan Kenny. That is her first, but the 9th team foul for the Lady Trailblazers. So at halftime, after these two free throws, we're going to get to the Hall of Fame ceremony, and we're going to let Jerry Owens take that one over and get you the stats afterwards. First free throw is up and good. Taylor Howlett, her second attempt is up and good. There's 0.3 seconds actually on the clock. So as it runs out, your halftime score is 33-26 Lady Trailblazers. Gonna let Jerry Owens take this one over. We'll be back in a bit.
Hall of Fame inductees, please come over to the table, and those that are going to be assisting as well. Oh, okay. It's again an honor this evening to be able to have gone to the Hall of Fame luncheon and to witness the great program that is going here in the Hall of Fame, and these individuals that have accomplished so much in their careers here as well as after leaving Centralia College. And we really commend them for what they have done, not just in the avenue of sports, but what they have done through and for society as well, and for the many young people that they have touched through their years of coaching and helping in other ways, working with young people. We would like to, at this time, recognize Mr. Jim Sollars. He played baseball and basketball here 1961 through 63, lettered in baseball and basketball, and made the academic home the honor roll from 1976 through 83. He was head coach of women's basketball at Wenatchee Valley College, leading them to 3 NWAC championships. And then he left Wenatchee Valley. His record was a 151 25 losses. And then from there, he went to Portland State University and coached there for 3 years. In 86, he took the job at Portland University, coaching more than 900 games. And there he took his team, the Pilots, to the NCAA tournament 4 consecutive times, 1994 through 97. He was named the NWAC Coach of the Year 3 times and was a 5-time West Coast Conference Coach of the Year. A 38-year career collegiate record of 565, 512. And he was inducted into the NWAC Hall of Fame in 1994 and the Wenatchee Valley College Hall of Fame in 2008. And it's an honor again to recognize him and to the Centralia College Sports Hall of Fame. A big round of applause for Mr. Jim Sollars. Jim, thank you. Mr. Monte Walton, he too played baseball and basketball, 1975 through 77. He attended Centralia College here. He earned 2 letters in baseball, 1 in basketball. He made the second team NWAC All-Conference and All-State Tournament team in his sophomore year. He continued playing baseball for 2 years at Western Washington University. and was the assistant varsity coach at Seaholm and Meridian Schools in 1979 through 2011. He has been the varsity coach of Ferndale High School since 2011. He was inducted into the Washington Interscholastic Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame as an assistant coach, and Mr. Walton has volunteered at the Washington All-State Baseball Games for many years, helping there in many ways, and was the varsity assistant coach in 7 state basketball championships, won 3 state baseball championships as a varsity assistant, and at Seaholm and 1 state baseball championship. And he has won many JV baseball championships as well. Wow, what a career these people have had. Very deserving into the Centralia College Sports Hall of Fame, Mr. Monte Walton. Thank you, Monte. Mr. James Chappell. Played basketball here in 1981 and 82, and then in 83 and 84. His teams made it to the NWAC Championship Finals. He made the NWAC All-Region second team and was voted the best rebounder. He earned his Associate in Arts degree here in General Studies at Centralia College, and then he went on to get a bachelor's degree in criminal justice up at St. Martin's College, and we saw him play at both places many times. He played basketball there in 84 through 86, and again, he was the top rebounder on the court. He played in the Pro-Am Basketball League 89 through 90, and he's been with the Pierce County Juvenile Court System since 1990. He has an extensive experience with troubled youth and has served on the committee that produced the Juvenile Courts Alternative Detention Program. And over the past 25 years, he has received numerous awards and recognition for his work ethic. And in his 25 years there at that place of employment, he has had zero sick leave work hours. What a contribution that James Chappell has made on the lives of many, many young people, and will continue to do so as all of these people have. A nice hand for Mr. James Chappell. And again, as we heard at the luncheon that the 14 or 1,600 athletes has gone through the college here, and 120 or so that have made the Sports Hall of Fame. Here are 3 of those very outstanding athletes. Another round of applause for our 2015 Sports Hall of Fame inductees. Thanks, gentlemen, very much, and continued success in what you do and the many lives that you have touched. And we'll take a little break here, give you a chance to go to get something to eat, to drink, and we'll be back with basketball in about 8 minutes.
Thank you, Jerry Owens. Now, while they may be taking a break, we're going to go over some halftime stats with you here. Cameron, Kiari Adams, tell me about her.
Oh my goodness, 4 for 4 at the 3-point and field goal lines for all of her shots. A total of 12 points, with also her having a little steal in there. And also Courtney Kaupu, speaking of steals, 5 total steals in that full first half. A lot of points that have just been happening around is because of Kiari Adams getting in that spot and just getting really hot in towards the end of the second half, just hitting all of her threes. Incredible work by her.
And as a team, the Lady Trailblazers, 58.3% from beyond the arc. They have been hitting their shots when it counts. Tori Weeks has hit 1 and hit both of her free throws as well. She has 5 points. Miranda McDonald has hit a 3-pointer as well. She's 1 for 1. Susan Kenny has hit a 3. So a huge perimeter offense and outburst by the Lady Trailblazers. They have the 33-26 lead here at halftime. Going over to the other side of things, Alexa Orcutt able to take advantage on the backdoor cuts and on the press break especially. She's getting wide open layups. She is 3 for 5. She has 8 points and 2 for 4 from the free throw line. So 50%, but she's getting to the free throw line and she's getting extra points, trying to trim the deficit. And for much of the first half, we were seeing a lot of back and forth basketball. It was just one transition bucket after another, one foul and free throws after another. So you expect to see a lot more of that competitive spirit in the second half, especially with Coach Al Aldridge talking to the Lady Penguins and kind of getting their composure, because they seem to start to lose it there at the end of the first half.
Definitely, Luke. And also, Taylor Howlett also with 7 points, going 2 for 2 for her 3 throws, and 1 3-point from her, and 2 for 6 for her field goals. Just a lot of what I've seen from her is just she makes just smart decisions and smart bucket choices of where she's going to shoot around the key and in the arc as well.
So 8 steals for the Lady Trailblazers versus 4 for the Lady Penguins. We're going to let the Lady Trailblazers get warmed up as well as the Penguins. There is 5:30 remaining in this halftime. We'll catch back up with you at the start of the second half. The Lady Trailblazers lead 33-26 over Clark. And we are back. Lady Penguins possession. The Lady Blazers lead 33-26 is the beginning of the second half. I am Luke Kilgore alongside colleague Cameron Johnson at Michael Smith Gymnasium. So Howlett kicks it to Newsom. There's Batanga. Newsom for three, no good. She has yet to hit a shot. She has taken 4 3-pointers and is 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. There's Adams to McIntyre at the right wing. Adams, she's been on fire. She is 5 for 5 from the 3-point line. Lauren Fisher to McIntyre. Kaupu, her free throw jumper is off. And it is off the Clark Penguins' fingertips, and it will remain here. So bailed out are the Lady Trailblazers. Adams to inbound. Off the double screen is McIntyre. Lauren Fisher able to corral the inbound pass. Adams, top of the key. McDonald, left wing. Kaupu to Adams. McIntyre to Kaupu. In the post is Lauren Fisher. Her layup attempt is up and good. Nice body control by Lauren Fisher.
Great pass also, just like looking for her inside. It was a great look on both sides.
And we'll see if the Lady Blazers can get going as an errant pass ends up in the hands of Lauren Fisher. Driving up and in is KK Adams. And Kaupu comes up with the offensive board. For three, Lauren Fisher, that is up and in. So the Blazers continue their assault from the perimeter. They lead 38-26, have just stretched it to double digits. 18-20 remaining in the ball game. Timeout called by Coach Al Aldridge. He's not liking what he's bat here as the Blazers heat and have kept their foot on the pedal.
It looks like it, yeah. Again, what we just saw from Lauren Fisher, that great three-point shot was beautiful, and just how they're moving around the ball, just same fundamental basketball they've been doing all season.
And the inside-out game, Lauren Fisher on the last possession just before that able to score on the jump in the paint. So maybe now their inside stroke weren't quite able to get it going last half, and you know that was more due to Alexa Orca and their strong presence built inside for the Lady Penguins. But it seems like they were a little lax and kind of letting the wide open hook there go.
It just looks like it, Luke.
And as they continue the assault from the perimeter, what do you think Shane Schutz is saying in the huddle right now, Cameron?
Oh, man, I think he's just saying what we're doing is working right now. Just keep up the efforts, just keep hustling, and the more we out-hustle the people, the more tired Lady Penguins are going to get. So that's pretty much the key for this game, just to keep attacking that outside perimeter. It doesn't look like a lot of points are going to come from the paint this game.
Keep the pressure all the way turned up. That's a nice game plan for the Lady Blazers. There's Howlett, top of the key. Newsom for three. That is her first three-pointer from the right wing. She has trimmed it to a single-digit deficit. The Lady Blazers lead 38-29 with 18 minutes remaining in this ball game. Right wing is Molly McIntyre. Adams tries to feed it into Fisher at the high post. Kaupu finds Fisher a little bit too much, not able to lead enough. Lauren Fisher outran the pass. We're going the other way. Howlett. Top of the key. She is defended by Miranda McDonald. She drives in, kicks it out to Newsom. Her three-point attempt is no good. She is just firing away. And besides last possession, as the offensive rebound and putback is good there by Howlett. She will find her stroke, but she's still firing away with confidence. Adams into the high post. That's Fisher. Three-pointer from Miranda McDonald, no good. She was able to hit one in the first half. She is now 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. Setting the check-in is Jessica Schaefer from Ridgefield for the Lady Penguins. There's Newsom, right corner. She dribbles in, and step-back jumper is no good off the back iron. Can't tell if that was a two-point attempt or a three. Either way, it is off the mark. Lauren Fisher, high post. And there's the easy pass into Courtney Kaupu. Great vision by Fisher. Easy assist and easy bucket for Courtney.
A lot of quick passes also on that play. Clean, crisp, not slowing down whatsoever. Great work on all three of those teammates' parts.
There's Howlett at the top of the key. She is sizing up Adams. We've got another timeout from Coach Al Aldridge as Jessica Schaefer checks in. Aldridge not quite liking what he's seeing on the offensive end of things. Now, we've taken the perspective of Shane Schutz, keep the pressure turned up, and that is what the Lady Trailblazers are doing. But as far as Al Aldridge's side of things, Cameron, what do you think Coach is letting the Lady Penguins know?
I think he's letting them know that we're down 9 points right now. We still need to keep turning it up. We need to go back and get back on our level of what the intensity was last half. And we just need to keep going with that, or else we're not going to win this game. Plain and simple.
Thank you, Cameron. And absolutely, and composure is another thing. The Lady Penguins have seemed to be a little bit frazzled by the Lady Trailblazers defense, as do a lot of teams. Bryn Tennyson inbounds to Howlett. She is defended by Adams. Newsom driving in. That is no good off the side of the backboard. Newsom is just firing away but not finding her shot. Taking unbalanced jumpers, but Schaefer ends up with the rebound out of the chaos. Howlett is at the top of the key. Newsom firing away for a three. Great defense there from Lauren Fisher. Great contest. That is no good. So Newsom kind of forcing things. Might want to pass the ball if she's not hitting. Miranda McDonald kicks it to Courtney Kaupu. She dribbles out, kicks it over to McIntyre. McIntyre drives in. A little bit too much contact going on there. They're going to call a foul. That's going to be on Taylor Howlett. That is her third personal, first team foul of this half for the Penguins. Molly McIntyre dribbles to the top of the key, around the arc. Adams. High post, Lauren Fisher once again trying to get the pass into Courtney Kaupu. Timeout by Shane Schutz before Kaupu falls out of bounds. So once again, a great call by Coach Shane Schutz. And one might be wondering, I forgot to mention this earlier, why Jamaica Parker is not suited up and playing tonight. Her back is bothering her once more, but it's more of a precaution as the Lady Blazers have sealed up a spot in the NWACS. They kind of want to save Jamaica Parker and her size and her athleticism for the NWACS and their postseason berth. So Jamaica Parker kind of taking it easy for the Lady Trailblazers until the postseason comes around, which it is right around the corner. Lady Blazers ball. Kiari Adams to inbound. Lauren Fisher kicks it to McDonald. Fakes a pass to McIntyre. McDonald, jumper, her three-point attempts off the front iron, rebounded by Adams. She goes in strong and puts it up and in. One strong power dribble from Adams and up and in with a layup attempt.
Great move by her, just letting her athleticism take control. And we got a big press going on here by Centralia.
Newsom is able to kick it over to Jessica Schaefer for the bucket. So trimming it down to a single-digit lead once again. McDonald. There's Adams. McDonald. Kaupu. Molly McIntyre bobbles the pass. Three-point attempt from Miranda McDonald. That is off the front iron. McDonald. She hit one in the first half, but so far is 0 for 3 in the second half. But Schutz is re-encouraging her. She is finding the wide open shot.
Yeah, I don't think defense is the problem here. I think just Miranda McDonald just has to take a little bit more time with their shots, and I'm sure they'll go in.
Take a breather and find her confidence. Howlett. She is guarded by McDonald. Newsom, crossover. Newsom kicks it to Schaefer. Newsom to Howlett. Howlett, her jumper is off. But Schaefer ends up with it, and she is fouled on the shot attempt. She'll be going to the line and shooting too. Jessica Schaefer, 5'7" freshman out of Ridgefield.
Susan Kenny sent to check in.
First free throw attempt is up and good for Jessica Schaefer. Susan Kenny checks in for Miranda McDonald. McDonald will sit down and take a breather. Second attempt here for Jessica Schaefer. Off, so she splits the pair. Rebound, Susan Kenny. Kiari Adams. McIntyre to Kaupu. Kenny, Adams. So some quick, crisp passes. Kaupu, there's a free throw line jumper from Fisher, and Adams was able to sky and tip it away. But Schaefer, that is Amber Hilvers, gets to it. There's Howlett. There's Tennyson. Hilvers hits a jumper inside. So that is Hilvers' first bucket of the night. The 6'1" freshman from California. McIntyre to Adams, top of the key. Three-pointer, and a little bit of a heat check there for Kiari Adams. That three-pointer is no good. I believe they're going to call that on Molly McIntyre. A little bit of a push in the scuffle there.
Like she just had her hand a little bit too much in there and just accidentally hit her head, and that's what caused the foul.
That is the third personal for Molly McIntyre, as Selena Taylor is set to check in for the Lady Blazers, as well as Tori Weeks. And also Savannah Wells. Left corner driving in. Layup attempt is no good by Bryn Tennyson. Courtney Kaupu gets the lead pass. Not able to corral it, but that was a great pass by Kiari Adams as she checks out, as well as McIntyre and Fisher. So your Lady Trailblazers lineup is Weeks, Wells, Kenny, Taylor, and Kaupu. There's the trap. 10-second violation as Al Aldridge tries to call a timeout, but we've got a 10-second violation before it gets called, and we're going the other way. Great defense there by the Lady Blazers. And that is a rule that has come in handy that has just been instated this year, the 10-second rule for women's competition. And with the Lady Blazers trap, it has been very beneficial for them. Selena Taylor. There's Tori Weeks, wide open three. That is up and good. So Tori Weeks hits her second three-pointer of the night. She's 2 for 2. Reach in, foul. Susan Kenny got a little greedy there. So Tori Weeks is able to make the lead 45-36 for the Lady Trailblazers with 12 minutes remaining in this ball game. The second foul for Susan Kenny on the reach. Kicked over to Howlett. Howlett is wrapped up. They're going to call a jump ball on that one. Howlett felt like she was fouled. Going the other way. Once again, great hustle and defense by the Lady Trailblazers. The trap is really starting to get to the Penguins.
A lot of pressures coming off of them, just keeping the ball just a little bit under their skin also is just trying to keep it in their possession as well.
Tori Weeks to Selena Taylor at the left elbow. They're going to call a foul. Selena Taylor able to get that layup, but it was on the ground. They're going to call that on Bryn Tennyson. That is her first personal. It's the second team foul for the Lady Penguins. Checking in for the Penguins is Alexa Orcutt and Michaela Batanga as Schaefer and Hilvers take a seat. Selena Taylor. Tori Weeks to Kenny. dribbling around the arc. Savannah Wells driving in, kicks it out to Weeks. Kenny inside is Kaupu. There's Weeks, top of the key. Her three-pointer is no good, but it is rebounded by Savannah Wells. There's Susan Kenny, top of the key. Selena Taylor drives in, and her layup attempt no good. That jumper inside of the paint. She throws a little bit too strong, and over and back call. And Selena Taylor's pass is a little bit awry.
Big possession by Lady Trailblazers, but doesn't look like they could convert that basket they needed.
Certainly would like to retain that double-digit cushion. 45-36, Lady Trailblazers lead. Another 5-second call, not able to get the ball out. And the Lady Trailblazers once again stifling the Clark Lady Penguins. Another needless turnover for Clark. Susan Kenny crosses the timeline. Selena Taylor high post. Wells. Kenny drives in. Her layup is way off. Expecting the contact. Lady Trailblazers. They're going to call that foul on Selena Taylor. That is her third personal. Fourth team foul for the Lady Trailblazers this half. Almost able to knock it away is Kaupu. Driving was Bryn Tennyson. She hands it off to Howlett to set up the offense. Already just 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Lauren Fisher set to check in. Driving in, 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Batanga, her jumper is up and in at the buzzer. So Batanga able to make something happen for the Clark Lady Penguins. They have trimmed the lead down to just 7 points, 45-38. The Blazers really need a bucket here. Oh, nice crossover by Savannah Wells. Courtney Kaupu finds Taylor streaking the backside cut. Streaking baseline was Selena Taylor, but her layup attempt is no good. We're going the other way. So Courtney Kaupu takes a seat as Lauren Fisher checks in. There's Howlett driving in. There's Orcutt. Her layup is up and good with the left hand. So trimmed down to a 5-point deficit. Lady Trailblazers lead 45-40 with 9:20 remaining in this ball game. Lady Trailblazers got to get something going. 3-point attempt from Tori Weeks. That is in and out, no good. But Lauren Fisher able to get the board. Selena Taylor tips it out to Fisher. Tori Weeks, Fisher, Kenny for three. That is up and good. That is just what the doctor ordered for the Lady Trailblazers. Kenny hits from the top of the key. 48-40 is the lead for Centralia with 8:50 remaining in this ball game. Driving in is Howlett, kicks it out to Tennyson. Finds Newsom. Howlett once more. Screen by Batanga. Newsom. Batanga top of the key. Tries to find Orcutt in the post. A little bit too much mustard, and Orcutt not able to corral it. We're going the other way. So just when you thought the Blazers might start to be in trouble here, Susan Kenny gets the timely 3-point bucket. See if they can continue the momentum here. The pass is cut off by Orcutt. Great vision there by Alexa. Driving in, Bryn Tennyson kicks it back out to Howlett. Screened by Batanga. Howlett driving in. She will draw contact and go to the free throw line. Set to check in for the Lady Trail is Molly McIntyre. 5'10" sophomore from Freeman. Susan Kenny. Actually, I believe they're going to call that foul on Selena Taylor, unless the clock is wrong, but I believe that was Kenny on her.
The foul is on Fisher, her third.
Guess the foul was on Lauren Fisher. That was her third personal. So Savannah. So, okay, just like we thought, Susan Kenny was the one who ended up with the foul, as both free throws are successful for the Lady Penguins. McIntyre. There's Weeks in the post to Fisher. She kicks it to Kenny, who sets to fire. Selena Taylor off the mark, but the offensive rebound and put back by Lauren Fisher, who always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Extends the lead to 8, 50-42 with 7:30 remaining in this ball game. There's Newsom. She pulls up. That is no good. Trying to go for the bank shot from the left elbow. Susan Kenny driving in and gets fouled in the process. Lots of black jerseys in there. And Bryn Tennyson is going to be called. That is her second personal foul. Timeout from Al Aldridge once more, as the momentum that the Lady Penguins had going for them almost sucked away by the Lady Trailblazers.
Looks like they're a little bit chipping away at the lead a little bit, but then just as they start catching up, looks like the Blazers finally just turn it on a little bit and get those easy baskets that they need.
And for the Lady Trailblazers, the defensive pressure is certainly bothering them, but timeliness is now coming into effect, as both Susan Kenny and Lauren Fisher, they just seem somehow, some way to get a bucket when they need to, especially down the stretch here in this second half.
Yeah, definitely, Luke. I see a lot of movement still going on, a lot of pressure still happening between both teams, and this still could be anyone's ball game too.
So the score is 50-42. There's 7:17 remaining in this ball game, as the 11-2 Lady Blazers are up against the 8-5 Clark College Lady Penguins. So Clark not doing too bad for themselves here either. Wouldn't be surprised to see these two meet up in the playoffs. As both teams come back out onto the hardwood. Lady Trailblazer ball. Susan Kenny to inbound. Kenny to Taylor. There's Molly McIntyre to Kenny. McIntyre. Kenny. Tori Weeks. She drives in. Her layup attempt. She is knocked away. It's going to stay right here. She wanted the foul, but she's laughing it off. Good kid is Tori Weeks. Kick to the right corner. Tori Weeks drives in. Tries to kick it to Selena Taylor. She does. Tori Weeks driving in. Her layup is blocked once more, so Orcutt getting some nice defensive possessions for the Lady Penguins. There's Howlett. Three-point attempt from the left corner. That is good by Tennyson. And once again, that brings the deficit back to just 5. So these Lady Penguins aren't going away. KK Adams set to check in for the Lady Trailblazers. Susan Kenny. There's McIntyre. Selena Taylor. Tori Weeks, left corner, 3. That is good. Tori Weeks, Miss Reliable for the Lady Trailblazers. Puts it to an 8-point lead once more.
As she just answers that basket from Dennison.
Courtney Kaupu also set to check in. Orcutt, her layup attempt is up and in.
A lot of transition buckets happening right now, Luke.
Susan Kenny splits the D, but she is fouled in the process. That is going to be on Tennyson. That is her third personal foul, 4th team foul. Kaupu and Adams check in as Taylor and Weeks take a seat. McIntyre off the screen. Gets kicked out to Adams at the top of the key. There's Susan Kenny, 3-pointer out of nowhere. but wasn't too much space to get that one off, and it is no good. Rebounded by Batanga. Forcing that one was Susan Kenny. Taylor Howlett kicks it over to Tennyson. There's Batanga. She drives in. Her layup attempt is good. So just a 4-point lead for the Lady Trailblazers here. And the pressure is getting turned up on both sides. Trying to kick it to Lauren Fisher, who wasn't there, was Molly McIntyre, but it was tipped away. We're going to stay right here with the Trailblazers ball as they try to set up the half-court offense off the inbound.
53-49 in this ball game, Luke. 4-point lead. That's all the Trailblazers have with 5 minutes to go.
See if they can extend that lead and make this one a little bit more comfortable. A little too close for comfort right now for the Blazers. Molly McIntyre for three. That is good. It rattles out, but it gets help from the backboard and goes in.
Wow, what a shot. You do not see that too often in a basketball game. Wow.
And just as quickly, we're going to have a late foul call here. So the 4-point lead has been extended. It is now a 7-point lead for the Lady Trailblazers, 56-49, 4:41 remaining in this ball game. And that goes on Molly McIntyre. That is her 4th foul. She's got to watch it now.
Looks like Bryn Tennyson accidentally going for that ball, got squished between Tennyson and
Howlett trying to draw contact, hits the deck on the layup attempt. Molly McIntyre gets the rebound, no call there. Some nice officiating from the referees. Adams to Kenny. Kenny for three, that is way short. Once again for Susan Kenny, not able to find the stroke here in the second half. Howlett to Tennyson. Howlett to Newsom. Short corner, that's Batanga. Tennyson for three from the left wing. That is an air ball right into the hands of Courtney Kaupu. Almost gets it knocked away by Orcutt. Molly McIntyre to Adams, top of the key. High post is Lauren Fisher. Susan Kenny. Susan Kenny drives in. Her jumper is once again too strong, but a nice power dribble up and in for Molly McIntyre. She gets her own rebound off the miss and is fouled on the second attempt. So keeping the plays alive for the Lady Trailblazers with the nice offensive work on the boards. Molly McIntyre shooting her first of 2 free throws. Her first is up and in. That foul call was on Michaela Batanga. That is her 3rd personal, 5th team foul for the Lady Penguins. Molly McIntyre converts on both free throws, makes it a 9-point lead for the Lady Trailblazers. Ideally, if you're Coach Shane Schutz, you need to stop here and try to extend this lead even more. With how this game has gone, 9-point lead is still not comfortable. Newsom into the post. There's Orcutt inside, up and in. She throws up the prayer. Her shot is good and one. They're going to call that on Kiari Adams. That is her first personal, 7th team foul for the Lady Blazers, so they're in the bonus as well. But shooting 2 here is Orcutt. Orcutt not shirking away from contact as she converts the 3-point play for the Lady Penguins. 6-point lead now for the Lady Trailblazers. Susan Kenny kicks it to Molly McIntyre. Kicked it back out to Adams. Susan Kenny for 3. Let's see. That is off, but they're going to call a hold on the rebound attempt. And we have a technical foul assessed on Al Aldridge, Clark coach. So not only do we have a foul from number 14, Taylor Howlett. I apologize. The fourth personnel foul for her. Al Aldridge gets a little bit too fired up in his reaction to the call. And we have a technical foul assessed. Molly McIntyre is going to be shooting some free throws. Up and in by Molly McIntyre. Second goes up and in. Molly McIntyre 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 8-point lead for the Lady Trailblazers. 60-52 is the Centralia lead with 2:51 remaining in this ball game. Cameron, what a turn of events we've seen.
Yes, Luke. I've just, a lot of just going from like 5 points to 8 points, 10 points, back to 5-point leads with the Trailblazers and the Lady Penguins, just all over the place.
Courtney Kaupu kicks it to Adams, top of the key. She fakes the drive. There's Kaupu, short corner, gives it to Lauren Fisher. Offensive foul as Lauren Fisher tries to kick it out. Howlett absorbs the contact. Fisher, that is her third personal foul, 8th team foul for the Lady Blazers. There's 2:30 remaining in this ball game. But you do not shoot free throws on an offensive foul. Batanga to Howlett. There's Tennyson. Newsome. Batanga. There is Tennyson driving in. Kicks it out to Newsome. She drives and blows past the defense. The layup is almost good. Great move. Just not able to finish is Newsome. So under 2 minutes remaining in this ball game, 8-point lead for the Trailblazers. Let's see if they can put the ice on this one. Jumper from a little bit beyond the free throw line for Fisher. That is no good. Rebounded by Tennyson. Howlett, top of the key. Tennyson kicks to Batanga. Newsome for 3. That is off. So Newsome's offensive struggles continue. Courtney Kaupu almost able to come up with it, but Orcutt gets the steal. 1:12 remaining in this ball game. 60-52 lead for the Centralia Lady Trailblazers. There's Batanga, kicks it out to Howlett. Orcutt inside, not able to corral it, throws it away, but there's Newsome for 3 from the right wing. It rattles and is off the mark. So Newsome not able to get the roll. Stolen away from Courtney Kaupu. 40 seconds remaining in this ball game. So the Clark Lady Penguins have to do something here quite quickly if they want to get this lead. There's Newsome. Once again, her 3 is no good, but they're going to call a foul on the rebound attempt. Going to go on Lauren Fisher, I believe. Excuse me, they're going to call the foul as a push on Alexa Orcutt of the Lady Penguins. So Lauren Fisher is going to be shooting free throws here. Shooting 1 and 1. And she could put the game on ice. As if you would think it wasn't already. That is off the mark. Rebounded by Orcutt. Newsome driving in. Tries to split the D. Her layup attempt is no good. Rebounded by Howlett. Howlett gets it knocked away, but she is fouled by Courtney Kaupu. So not what you want here if you're the Lady Trailblazers is for the clock to stop and for Howlett to be shooting free throws. Has a chance to make it just a 6-point deficit with 20 seconds remaining. First free throw is off. So Howlett not able to convert. Have almost an entire lineup change as Wells, Taylor, Weeks, and McDonald check in. Kenny, McIntyre, Adams, and Fisher get a round of applause from the crowd as they take a seat.
Great work by all of them throughout this whole game. A lot of great defense and good shots by all of them.
The second of 2 free throws from Howlett. That is up and good. She splits the pair. Sydney Moore, 5'2" sophomore from Vancouver, checks in. I believe Howlett takes a seat. Courtney Kaupu to Selena Taylor. She crosses the half-court line. They're just going to hold this one. Brandon McDonald, 10 seconds. To Wells. And there is your ball game, folks. The Centralia Lady Blazers hold on to edge the Clark Lady Penguins. 60-53 is your final score. And there is yet another victory for the Centralia Lady Blazers. For a while there, Cameron, it looked like maybe they were in jeopardy of not being able to hold on to this one, but the Lady Blazers able to edge the Penguins in this final quarter, and especially in the final 10 minutes or so, where it really, really all game long, it seemed to be anybody's ball game. But the Lady Blazers able to hold on to that first half lead and continue for the victory.
Yeah, really great just shots all around, just a lot of good defense, just keeping the pressure on and just finishing strong in this great ball game we've had.
While we're waiting for the final stats, you see the men come onto the court to get some warm-ups in. The Lady Trailblazers able to do it on both ends of the floor. Getting some final stats in here, Cameron. Your leading scorer for the night happens to be Alexa Orcutt for the Clark Penguins. She was able to convert on 6 of 8 of her layup attempts. 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 15 points. So Alexa Orcutt leading scorer, but for the Lady Blazers, Kiari Adams is the leading scorer, and rightfully so. She is 5 of 7 and 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. She ends with 14 points. Tori Weeks, 11 points of her own, 3 for 5 from beyond the arc, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 9 points for Lauren Fisher. She is 4 for 8, and she hit a 3 as well. Molly McIntyre hit a 3 for 7 points. And 4 for 4 from the free throw line was McIntyre, able to convert from the charity stripe. Susan Kenny with 6 points, 8 points from Courtney Kaupu, 4 rebounds, and Lauren Fisher was able to corral 10 rebounds as well. And assist-wise, all over the board, as we often see with these Lady Trailblazers. Going over to the other end of things, Taylor Howlett was able to get 12 points, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, hit 1 3-pointer, 3 of 9 from the field. Looking at the comparisons here, really a tightly contested game, but in this second half, especially with the efficiency of the Centralia Lady Trailblazers, as you can see, field goals on the game, 33% for the Lady Trailblazers, 46% from 3, and that was really the difference, 25% from beyond the arc for the Clark Penguins. And as we have the boys warming up here, we'll get that to you. The Trailblazer men actually coming off of a victory over South Puget Sound. Josiah Warner scores 41 points. Yes, folks, that's not a joke. 41 points for Josiah Warner. So they're coming off of one of their only victories of the season. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going. We'll be back in about 25 minutes.